Hello, welcome to another edition of DBE TV News. You can watch this bulletin every week on the Department of Basic Education's YouTube channel and on OpenView channel 122. I am Tsehohajo Moagi. In our top stories this week, Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga leads the commemoration of Women's Month event in KZN. Director General Matanzima Mweli continues to crisscross the country during the reading literacy engagements. Limpopo Education MEC Mabungu Lirule Ramakhanya hands over Moyong Secondary School, and Netball SA President Cecilia Molokwane shares encouraging words with learners who play school netball. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga has stressed the importance of protecting women and ending gender-based violence in communities. She was speaking at the commemoration of Women's Month at Brackenham Primary School in KwaZulu-Natal. Motshekga advised learners to speak to their parents and teachers about anything they may be going through and warned girl learners against teenage pregnancy.
These unwanted pregnancies that get, I must tell my girls, ask anybody. Childbirth is not a child's play. Exactly. Your mama uNkulunkulu mayizalana nale akakhulumi nalo ukhuluma nathi akakhulumi ngoba inzima nale into abantu abadala. You are going to be judged when you are pregnant, your family is disappointed. It's a big problem, so don't take it light. Which is a short hand from Zobuya sometimes to say, your life sometimes remains there. I was supposed to be the school train, but small no mom, Joe mom, if you want to find the same church train, I'm trying to get against those on 7. So most of the Popo Kumai, I want to tell the nice of you one. So find to tell the night when I work, so which means your life will work, you have
Staying in the province, learners and teachers attended a cybersecurity awareness workshop in JB Dube High School in KZN. This initiative forms part of the digital departmental campaign for online safety awareness. The workshop is aimed at educating teachers and learners to keep and maintain a good digital profile, however, to also be on the lookout for online hazards such as child pornography and cyberbullying. Basic Education Director General Matanzima Mweli is continuing with the reading literacy engagements. Mweli visited KwaZulu-Natal this week, where he addressed the provincial and district officials and principals. The engagements focus on sharing data and information on key assessments, such as the basic education sector's strategic direction, and finding solutions to ensure we are a reading nation. Mweli has already been to 6 provinces. He has stressed that those responsible for implementation should work together with schools to ensure plans are put in place.
We meet in this way to harmonize policy formulation and implementation, because it's important that the policy intention is equally shared and understood from its origin to where the implementation is supposed to take place. And those who mediate implementation, provincial, district, school, up to where the rubber hits the tarmac, which is the classroom. That's very important, that the intention is well shared and understood. Then the implementation will become easy, not only for school principals, but even for teachers to know exactly what they are supposed to do.
Limpopo Education MEC Mabungu Lirule Ramakhanya has officially handed over the newly renovated Moyong Secondary School. The school, situated in Makhaga village in Limpopo, has received, amongst others, 4 new classrooms, 2 water tanks, a nutrition center, computer library, and a laboratory. Lirule Ramakhanya says the plan is to utilize the resources that the school has received. She suggested that the school should start a book club and host it in the newly built library. When we return, we find out more about the 25th School of Specialization launched in Gauteng.
Hey learners in grade RH11, feeling stuck or confused? Have you lost learning time in the last while? Well, Tswelopele is back to help you catch up. Find resources on the DBE cloud to use and share. Watch support lessons on TV or on our YouTube channel, where you will find exciting lessons in key grade R to 9 subjects. And for grade 10 to 11, have fun learning in many different subjects. Join our community of learners and teachers, parents and caregivers on Facebook, where there are tips and advice for better learning. Need help? Contact us via our WhatsApp line and get support on all your subject problems. Stay connected. You can count on us. Check out our website to find out more at www.tswelopele.org.za. Tswelopele.
The Northern Cape Department of Education, together with the Department of Health, Pathways to Change and Higher Health and Grassroots Edge, hosted a teenage pregnancy dialogue session in Moremogolo TVET College. This is in an attempt to address the rate of teenage pregnancy in the province. The session was to encourage and empower teenagers to take better and informed choices. Northern Cape Education MEC Zolile Monakali has previously expressed his concern about the rate of teenage pregnancy in the province during the Teenage Pregnancy Prevention Campaign hosted earlier this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are converging today in JTG district to launch the Teenage Pregnancy Prevention Campaign because we are very concerned about the high rate of teenage pregnancies amongst our learners, which impacts on their future. The high levels of teenage pregnancies in the province is of great concern, not only to the Department of Education, but to all other stakeholders. That is why we are converging here as the Department of Education, the Department of Health, and the Department of Social Development, and also all other stakeholders, because we are very convinced that this challenge of our learner pregnancies will not be able to be addressed by the Department of Education alone. It is a communal issue. It's a society matter. So we are very glad that all the other stakeholders who joined us to make sure we launch this campaign, to make our learners aware that we are sitting with a challenge in the Northern Cape. The latest statistics indicates that Northern Cape province is amongst the highest provinces with teenage pregnancies. We've got the lowest number of learners, but we are rating amongst the highest provinces with the levels of teenage pregnancies.
Gauteng Education MEC Matume Chilwane has once again launched a school of specialization, this time in the north of Pretoria. Mapenane Math Science and ICT School of Specialization, situated in Zone 16 in Garankuwa, will focus on research and innovation. The school will not only empower learners academically, but promote a clean environment for the community by affording them an opportunity to generate an income from recyclable materials. The department hopes this will also encourage learners to contribute to the upkeep of a clean environment. Chilwane highlighted that the goal is to introduce learners to innovation at a young age and further express the confidence that he has in the learners.
With this focus school of specialization, we will be able to take those learners from primary education into our high schools and be able to sharpen them and drive them into where they want to be. What produces problem solvers here? You can see they've already done an invention, and we've already got young people who also understand that you need to patent it. So, whenever your invention, go and patent it, because we never know. There's been an incident as well in one of the SOSs. I don't know how far is the actual TDG from is it Ketesukolo, that designed a machine that as you go into, it can tell your blood pressure, everything. That machine was done by learners. So you can see these processes are producing that kind of talent. So one doctor in Soweto saw that idea and then I So we need to project this idea because these young people have come up with something that this walking stick for the blind person, it beeps, it vibrates, that you are about to hit something. So that is lovely. This one want to see this process.
Now, staying in the province and on sad news, Chilwane has expressed a great concern over the rate of suicide and suicidal attempts by learners at Tsakane Secondary School. This comes after 2 girl learners in grade 8 and 12 from the school allegedly consumed poison and lost their lives, while 3 other learners are recovering from suicidal attempts. Let's move over to the Northwest, where the Education Department hosted its 23rd National Teaching Awards adjudication process at Sun City. The awards presented are a token of appreciation from the Department of Basic Education and recognition of the unique contributions by the teachers on improving the quality of education and enriching the lives of the learners. Northwest Education MEC Viola Mutsumi was pleased to announce that teachers are working hard in ensuring that learners receive quality education.
Our department believes that a strong education is critical to ensuring that our learners have a bright future. As a result, we are devoted to establishing an environment for our children in which they may all internalize excellent values and learn new things every day. I'm quite pleased, honorable educators, that our department as well as educators are working hard in the right direction.
Basic Education Deputy Minister Dr. Regina Mhaule led the opening of the Cradle of Creativity International Arts Festival at the Johannesburg Market Theatre. The festival is a platform for the youth to engage in a creative way. This year will feature South African theatre performances from all provinces, accommodating children from as young as 2 years old. Dr. Mhaule says the festival is a positive step to the recovery of the economy since the COVID-19 pandemic. She added that education through arts should be strengthened for the youth to benefit from exchanging artistic ideas worldwide.
The arts is the machinery of our creative industry and a core 21st century skill set. The arts are thus an important part of growing our economy. The people participating in the arts industry were the hardest hit by COVID-19. And while we cannot dwell on this, the resilience, I love that, the resilience of the artistic community across our country and beyond is applauded. And each one of us must know that your personal sacrifices are appreciated. The country needs to find a way of monetizing the arts and finding sustainable funding to ensure that education through arts can grow more from strength to strength, allowing our children and learners to benefit from the exchange of ideas, goods and services and cultural currencies from near and far. Through arts exchanges, we are able to secure the place of our children today in the local and global villages of the 21st century.
The Battle of the K Motsepe School Netball Cup tournament was hosted in Hoërskool Becker in Magaliesburg. The partnership between Basic Education and the Motsepe Foundation ensures that high schools across the country can take part in the National Netball Tournament. This partnership also affords high school learners an opportunity to play competitively in football and in the Coral Eisteddfod. Netball South Africa President Cecilia Molokwane encouraged learners to also focus on their academic studies while they're pursuing sport.
Sports can actually change your life. It can be a career. You can go to university after you've been identified at school level and study. So as when you stop playing netball, you know that you have something to fall back on. All our sportiers are intellectuals. That I can say with pride to say they've got degrees, they've got honors, they've got masters. So go to school and learn and play sport. And maybe I'll alleviate your parents from this struggle of paying for school fees, because your sport can actually pay for your school fees at university level.
That's how we end this bulletin this week on the Department of Basic Education's YouTube channel and on OpenView channel 122. Do remember to send through your story ideas or comment by contacting us on our Twitter handle @DBE TV News. Thank you once again for watching.